Good morning, dear students, and welcome to online learning platform. Today we will start our next section of social science, that is history, my personal favorite. And our first chapter is when, where, and how. So in this chapter, we will learn about periodization in history, then the various terms used for the Indian subcontinent, sources of medieval history, and finally some of the historical trends in the medieval period. So let's start. Our first topic is periodization in history. Periodization means the process of dividing the history into different periods on the basis of social, political and economic changes. History has been divided into three sections या three periods, that is ancient, medieval and modern. Each period has its own characteristics and development, and its duration varies from region to region. For example, यूरोप का periodization इंडिया से अलग है. एंड अगर हम इंडियन periodization की बात करें तो बिफोर 700 CE यानी कि क्रिश्चियन एरा और कॉमन एरा, तो 700 CE से पहले का जो पीरियड है वो हमारा एंशियंट पीरियड में आता है, जिसके बारे में आपने क्लास 6 में पढ़ा है. नेक्स्ट आता है मेडिवियल पीरियड, दैट इज फ्रॉम 700 टू 1750 CE, एंड इसको भी फर्दर टू कैटेगरीज में क्लासिफाई कर दिया गया है, अर्ली मेडिवियल पीरियड एंड लेट मेडिवियल पीरियड. अर्ली मेडिवियल पीरियड आता है आपका 700 से 1200 CE एंड लेट मेडिवियल पीरियड इज फ्रॉम 1200 टू 1750 CE. You will study about this period in class 7. And last आता है हमारा modern period, that is after 1750 CE, and about which you will study in class 8th. Now let us learn about some of the various terms that were used for the Indian subcontinent. Ancient period में India was known as Bharatvarsh and Jambu Dvipa. Jambu Dvipa means, see, द्वीप मतलब हो गया है continent and Jambu means large. Right, that means Jambu Dvipa, large continent. And after that Patanjali used the term Aryavarta. Aryavarta, see, Aryavarta, that means the land of the Aryas. Aryas you can say noble person, जो अच्छे लोग होते हैं. And this term was used for the northern part, जो हमारा इंडिया का northern part है, lying between the Himalayan region. For that part they used the term Aryavart. The sacred book of the Parsis, that is Zend Avesta, it mentions the name of India as Sapt Sindhu. Sapt means seven and Sindhu means river, यानी कि the land of seven rivers. And the ancient Greeks, they referred Indians as Indoi, यानी कि the people of Indus. And during medieval period जो name सबसे ज़्यादा popular हुआ, that was Hindustan. And till today we use this term for our India. अब let us find out कि ये जो term है हिंदुस्तान, ये कहाँ से आया. द रूलर्स ऑफ दिल्ली सल्तनत, जब दिल्ली सल्तनत की स्टैब्लिशमेंट हुई एंड जो मुगल्स इंडिया में आए तो उन्होंने अपने इंडियन एम्पायर को हिंदुस्तान बुलाना शुरू कर दिया. एंड आफ्टर दैट ये जो टर्म था दैट वाज यूज्ड फॉर द रीजन दैट वाज लाइंग बिटवीन द हिमालयन रेंज एंड द विंध्यन रेंज. मींस हिमालयन माउंटेन्स और विंध्यन माउंटेन्स के बीच में जो एरिया आता था, ये जो टर्म हिंदुस्तान था ये उसके लिए यूज होता था. एंड उसके बाद से जो वेस्टर्न फ्रंटियर था दैट वाज फॉर्म बाय द रिवर इंडस और सिंधु. हिंदी में इंडस रिवर को हम सिंधु कहते हैं. तो जो फॉरेन इन्वेडर्स आते थे, यानी कि जो बाहर से लोग आते थे, उनका प्रोनाउंसिएशन हमसे थोड़ा अलग होता है. सो दे वर नॉट एबल टू प्रोनाउंस इट एज सिंधु. सो इन प्लेस ऑफ सिंधु दे स्टार्टेड प्रोनाउंसिंग इट एज हिंदू, यानी कि जो उनका एस है, हमारा जो एस है वो उनके एच से रिप्लेस हो गया. सो दे स्टार्टेड प्रोनाउंसिंग एज it as Hindus. And जो people थे they started calling them Hindus, यानी कि the people that are belonging to the that are living near the river Hindu. So यहाँ से ये जो term हिंदुस्तान है ये originate होके आया. And till today we use this term for our India. And जो India name है India, that is also derived from the river Indus. अब जो geographical area है that was covered by it changed widely and rapidly. Early medieval period में it was the land that was between the river Indus and the land between the rivers Ganga and Yamuna. And late medieval period में जो हमारा साउथ इंडिया का पार्ट है वो भी इससे ज्वाइन हो गया. तो जो हम प्रेजेंट डे इंडिया का मैप देखते हैं that it is much likely like that. So this was about the periodization in history and the various terms that were used for India. Now let us learn about some of the historical trends that were there in the medieval period in India. The first one is the rise of regional kingdoms throughout the country. Means बहुत सारे regional kingdoms rise up हो गए during this period. Next is an important group of people, those who were called Rajputs. Rajputs यानी कि the son of ruler. They originated, they came into existence in northern India and the central India. And 4 clans played an important role in the history of this period. That was the Pratiharas, the Chauhans, the Solankis and the Pawars. And these clans they called themselves Agnikul यानी कि belonging to the fire community. अब उन्होंने अग्निकुल बुलाना क्यों शुरू किया? Because they said कि हमारे जो ancestors हैं, जो पूर्वज है, वो कहाँ से आए? There was one saint, one sage, that was sage Vasisht. So he conducted one sacrificial fire, you can say एक यज्ञ किया उन्होंने Mount Abu पे, that is in Rajasthan. So they said कि हम उस fire, जो यज्ञ की जो fire है, हम वहां से originate हुए हैं and therefore we belong to the Agnikul. Next is the establishment of the Delhi Sultanate and the Mughal Empire. And one popular trend that rise up, that gained popularity was the custom of granting land to nobles. Means nobles होते हैं, you can say the rich people. उनको क्या किया जाता था? उनको land दी जाती थी और बदले में उनसे military help या फिर उनसे regular tributes लिए जाते थे. And the important social trend was the rise of the number of new caste and the tribal peoples. And उनके अपने ही अलग customs, अपनी ही अलग identities होती थी. अगर हम economic trend की बात करें तो the flourishing trade and commerce, and it included the introduction of more systematic assessment of land revenue. And this period also witnessed the revival of Hinduism. बहुत सारे religious reform भी हुए इस period में, and the 2 most important were the Bhakti and the Sufi movements. You will study about these movements deeply later on. And architecturally, distinctive styles and technologies arose which added magnificence to the medieval Indian buildings. जैसे कि हम आज देखते हैं हमारे जो monuments हैं, जो हमारे sculptures हैं, it added beauty to them. I hope it's clear. In case of any doubt or any confusion, please clarify that. Stay home, stay safe, and keep learning. Thank you.